this episode, we'll talk about traditions and festivals. First up, let's look into the Filipino tradition of Simbang Gabi. Attending Simbang Gabi, which is one of our Christmas traditions. Can you just tell us what you know about Simbang Gabi?
Simbang Gabi, ano ba yun?
Like it's how many nights, and sa atin,
We're doing this in 9 days of novena, 9-night novena. Just in the preparation for the coming of Jesus Christ.
where did you start doing this? Did you do this just when you came to Canada, or
There was when I was young in the Philippines. It's kind of, a tradition, our tradition in Philippines that you have to do that.
as part of your tradition? Other than its personal, we know that here in Canada, for instance, it brings the community together. Can you state how important it is that we are able to continue this here in Canada?
It is very important for us to meet some of the Filipino peoples that we don't know in Canada and in the Philippines, and to just to have social gatherings with the Filipino people. And
How long have you been living in Fort St. John?
ang daw kayo. It's been a while ago. I think just like the 89.
And then, how long have you been coming to Simbang Gabi, or how long have the Filipinos been celebrating Simbang Gabi in Fort St. John? Do you recall?
I think when Father Vinir was here, the first Filipino priest here in Fort St. John, I think. So it started with him, and I was so happy and pleased that it's been continued, even if our priest is not a Filipino.
Or if it's minus 38, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, as long as somebody will pick me up, I'm alright. I forget here about the, I've been there before. I've been because I don't drive, I walk around. So I've been there before. When I was working, so I have to walk. And then this is kind of my privilege, I think, that somebody is giving me a ride every night and bring me back home safe and warm.
Is this something you do every year to finish the 9 nights? Because I remember
This is the first time, the first year that I was able to, I promised that I will finish the 9 nights.
Simbang Gabi here at the Church of the Resurrection in Fort St. John. Even if it's minus 38, you are here on the 6th day. Can I just ask, why do you do this? Why do you do Simbang Gabi here in Fort St. John?
Well, as part of Filipino tradition, we're honored and we're blessed that we're having it here in Fort St. John. Actually, I'm not sure if all the churches, Catholic churches here in Canada is doing this. So we're here because at least it's time for family and gatherings and some of the friends you can see. And most especially, it feels like home. Like the tradition is still there. Like back home, we're doing it 9 days before, 9 days, actually early morning before Christmas. And there's a saying that if you finish the night novena, then your wish might come true.
Sure, yeah. We're blessed, and here in Fort St. John, we still continue our tradition that we started back in the Philippines a long time ago. We're very thankful that the Filipino community here is still doing this. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, there was really nothing, and we just do it on our own, continue our own tradition in our own ways, raise a small gathering. But this time, we're very thankful and blessed that we have this still ongoing, this Simbang Gabi.
Every year, the Filipino Canadians in Fort St. John find reasons to celebrate together. Let's take a look at some of the few occasions that we do this.
In the Philippines.
As far as I can remember, never.
When did you start celebrating Halloween?
I started celebrating Halloween when I came here in Canada. It's a big thing here, and it's really fun. No, October 31st and November 1st. What I remember celebrating in the Philippines is All Souls Day, All Saints Day, and also here, not the Halloween.
Next question is, when did you start celebrating Halloween?
When I got here in Canada, I realized it's a big thing. And to join in the fun, I started dressing up and preparing goodies for kids.
celebrate Sinulog in Fort St. John.
What is the significance of Sinulog to you personally?
Okay, personally, I grew up celebrating Sinulog. So I remember I was 5 years old when we went to Cebu City. Well, I'm not originally from Cebu. I'm from Mindanao, a different island in the Philippines. But we went to Cebu when I was 5 years old, and that was the first time when we celebrated Sinulog. So whenever we have petitions, we have wishes that needs to be granted, we offer our prayers to the Holy Child, Saint Santo Niño, and with his guidance, all our wishes were granted. It was granted due to the fact that we also was doing our best to fulfill the needs. for this preparation, I was really busy at work, but as a Cebuano, which is part of my tradition, which is part of my roots, that I really need to devote for Santo Niño. So I was contacted by the organizer, Kuya Neil, and then he just gave me the role of actually being a witch. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to fulfill the role due to some circumstances. So we kind of switched with other person, and then I was given a priest, which is very fulfilling because it's actually the second time that I have portrayed as like a holy person, and then it was really satisfying due to the fact that I assisted the little girls during the procession.
You had to do for the sinulog, and what was your particular participation in this preparation?
Okay. To be honest, frankly speaking, it was quite hectic preparing this type of festival because it is an important tradition, especially it is a culture to us Cebuanos. I am the choreographer, but I also played the role as a witch.
Okay, so how does it make you feel to be part of Sinulog here in Fort St. John? I mean, like, you were away from home, we're not in Cebu, we're very far from Cebu. What does it mean to you, number one, that we're actually celebrating it here? And number two, how does it make you feel?
Okay. Well, to start off, it is really quite new to me, especially that I've just entered Canada from last year, September. So preparing and celebrating Sinulog here in Canada was quite a new experience, I would say.
Costumes made, and who designed the costumes?
Okay, so the costumes were kind of different from each dancers and each performers. So to start off, the dancers, we just kind of like handmade the costumes. Like we just need a fabric that is color red and just some kind of gold clothing or even some paper just to decorate of kind of native Filipinos back in the day. Now, the festival queen, since their costume is kind of like, how do I say this? But kind of like unique, since they need to have like big skirts, elegant back dress, and especially their headdress. So, and one festival queen, which is named Gigi, I personally made the top skirt, and the other skirt was kind of handmade by my uncle. And the second festival queen, which was Sherlyn Quillarten, was originally came from the Philippines, Cebu. It was designed by a Filipino designer.
Just also wanted to highlight how creative you guys are in conceptualizing the costumes. So can you just say, how do you feel about the success of Sinulog this year?
We are so grateful with all the people coming here, and we are so thankful for this event, and we would like to invite everyone next year. Hopefully more will come and participate. Thank you.
Traditions are a part of culture that are passed on from generation. It's a connection to the ones who have come before us. Festivals and celebrations, on the other hand, bring communities together. In Fort St. John, the Filipino community is fortunate to be able to celebrate both. Through traditions and festivals, we have interaction. Join us in the next episode of SITU Interactions. We will be exploring SITU Interactions through fashion. This has been your host, Ovian Castrillo Hill, highlighting the experiences of the Filipino community here in Fort St. John.